folks, and welcome to another unboxing of a Perfect Pets sleeping, breathing pet. As with the last two unboxings I did of the Cocker Spaniel and the black and white cat, I got this Perfect Pet second hand. So this is the third second hand Perfect Pet that I've got. I know it says Precious Pets on the box, but that's just another name that's used by the brand Perfect Pets. The black and white cat had a really badly corroded battery in it, but we were really lucky with the battery compartment that it hadn't sort of spread into the workings. But with the Cocker Spaniel, it had a perfect battery box, so it just goes to show that when you're buying one second hand, you can hit unlucky. It all depends on whether the owner has taken the battery out rather than just leaving it in to go bad. So let's get on with this unboxing. This Perfect Pets is a Yorkshire Terrier. So this one comes with a brush. This is different to the other brushes in that I think this one's actually wood, whereas the others are just plastic. So there's the Yorkshire Terrier in the box, and the bed looks different to the other ones, but I think this is a little bit older because that's different to the adoption certificates that I've got with the new ones I've bought. They also didn't have that little leaflet in them, and the box is slightly different styled as well, and of course the brush is different, so they must have originally come with a different bed. Oh good, oh excellent. The person has taken the battery out and the battery box is pristine. That is good. So I'll just have a look at this bed before I have a closer look at the dog. So there's the Perfect Pets brand name, and it's 2010 on here. So yeah, this is an older one. Never seen one of these beds before. It's like all fleece rather than fleece with corduroy, and it's got higher sides to it. So let's have a closer look at the Yorkshire Terrier. Got the same Perfect Pets collar, nice little bow. The fur is quite long on this one and quite interesting. So they've got sort of like a two-toned effect on this part of the dog, and then they've got this sort of long light brown coloured fur on the little Yorkshire Terrier ears, and that's its face. Its face is, I like the eyes, but I think it's maybe not quite proportioned correctly. I'm not sure. This nose looks a little bit big for the face. What do you think, folks? What do you think of this Yorkshire Terrier, Paul?
I like it, yeah. My mum used to have a Yorkshire Terrier a few years ago, and the colours are quite accurate.
Did she used to put a little bow in like that?
She did, yeah. Yeah, the colours are quite accurate, aren't they? The shape of the face is not as good as some of the other dogs, but I suppose it is meant to be a puppy, isn't it?
Well, I'm not so sure about the face. I mean, when you look at it, like just the whole thing there.
That's how I saw it at first, yeah. It looked good.
It looks really good, and you can see it's a Yorkshire Terrier immediately.
Yeah.
But when you look at closely at the face,
it's not.
It doesn't look right.
It doesn't have the right shape to it, does it?
Yeah. And also, I said the nose is too big.
Too big, yes, I would say so for a little Yorkshire Terrier.
It's disproportionately big.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not impressed with the face when you get to look at it properly.
It's not as good as some of the other dogs that you've got sitting there in the background.
I mean, if we look at the dachshund, that really does look like a dachshund.
Yeah, that looks more like a dachshund, and the other look like a Yorkshire Terrier. Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong in the proportions. It really does look like a dachshund, and a cocker spaniel as well. It really does look like a cocker spaniel, and the Labrador pup.
Yeah,
it looks like a Labrador's pup.
I could quite easily identify that as a Labrador pup.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about the face. It just looks right.
So out of the three that you've just shown us that have better features on the face than the Yorkshire Terrier, I still think the Yorkshire Terrier's got the better, more realistic fur. I like the way they blended the grey in with the black there.
The strong point on it.
Yeah,
it's like a two-tone, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it feels like a little bit rough, as you would expect, as well. And then they've got the different coloured fur here and a different texture there. Yeah, it's really nice, the fur, but when you look at that face close up, it's not right.
No, it's not.
Also, I think the ears are too big. They've only got little ears, Yorkshire Terriers, haven't they?
Yeah, they're much thinner than that, the ears are. Yeah. I remember. They're
just look too big.
Thick, yeah.
Thick and big. And what do you think of the bed? The bed's different to the other ones.
It is, isn't it?
I think it kind of looks more snuggled in there.
Yeah, I'd say the bed's better.
Yeah.
It looks more like a proper dog bed.
Yeah, it looks snuggled in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a pity, really, that they changed the beds, because I'm not so sure about it being white. It would be nice if it was in a sort of different colour to make it look a little bit more interesting, like green or blue, like the cord on the other beds. But it certainly looks like it's snuggled in there. Whereas the others don't, do they? They don't look cosy.
They've got this edge around them, and the bottom looks, they're not snuggled in, as you say, are they?
So I wonder why they changed that.
Somebody somewhere must have thought that the corduroy bed was better style. Maybe it makes for a better picture or something like that.
I think that's probably where it is, isn't it? Okay, so last thing we've got to do now is pop a battery in this and see if it's working okay. So as with all of these perfect pets, it doesn't come with an on-off switch, which I find just bizarre. But what I do is I just leave the battery door off and I pop the battery out when I want to switch it off. So the breathing mechanism's working. So what do you think of the breathing mechanism in this one, Paul?
I like it. It makes the pup sound a little chesty. And certainly visibly you can see the rise and fall quite clearly. Yeah,
it's quite clear. It's clearer on this one than on some of the others. I'm not sure that I like the mechanical noise.
You don't like that?
I've had some whereby it's actually sounded like a snore, and then some others have been really, really quiet. And
so it's a bit hit and miss, you say?
It's really hit and miss, yeah. It just seems sort of random how the breathing mechanism sounds and how sort of clear it is, whether you can see it breathing or not. It's
got a nice rate to it as well, that. but I think it's more that it's just very visible
Yeah.
in a lifelike sort of way.
Mm. So folks, that about wraps it up for this unboxing. See you real soon with some more unboxings of Perfect Pets. Thanks for watching as always, and see you next time.